Hey guys, this is Alexander Romeo here on YouTube, and like I promised for my Beatles collection, I would do part 4, which I will be doing now, and I have a whole lot of books and 2 records, and here we go. First one is the Rolling Stones Collector's Edition of John Lennon, The Ultimate Guide to His Life, Music, and Legend, and an in-depth look portrait of John as you've never seen him before. His music, his genius, his humor, and his lifelong quest for a better world, actually. Featuring his first Rolling Stone interview in 1958, his devastative take on 26 of his greatest songs, the inside story of behind the making of Imagine, his final interview with Rolling Stones just days before his death, Yoko's moving memories of his last day, tributes from Keith Richards, Brian Wilson, Stevie Wonder, and more, and plus 50 intimate photos. And I will show you. Let's start with the back, the back of the. I actually want to do this. It has good pictures. There's some with his Beatle members as well, so. That's it. And let's see if I can put this. The next one is the Rolling Stones Special Edition of the Beatles, The Ultimate Album Guide by Album Guide. And the story behind the classic albums. From Please Please Me to Let It Be, the Ultimate Album by Album Guide takes you deep into every Beatles disc, including 57 pages of gorgeous photos and track by track breakdown of every LP, plus appreciation by James Taylor, Bob Weir, Stevie Nicks, and more. And then, back. So, and then the next one is the life issue of George Harrison, remembering George Harrison 10 years later. This was a special 10th anniversary issue of the day he passed away, so it's very sad. See, George Harrison, 1943 to 2001, and that's his birthday. He looks just like Dad. So, it's very sad because there's only 2 Beatle members left and 2 are dead, so almost half the Beatles are gone. And it's very sad. It's real frustrating because his death is 2 days before my birthday. Which is, mine is December 1st, his death is November 29th. The next one is another life issue of John Lennon, remembering him. A review, a reissue of a classic life illustrated biography with reminiscences from the photographers who knew him best. So back with the it would have been this would have been 30 years since he got murdered, killed. His death is a week after my birthday. His death is December 8th. My birthday is December 1st. Let's show you his killer. Killers in here somewhere. That's his killer right there. See up close. And it's Mark David Chapman. I have another one. It's Rolling Stones. It's the Rolling Stones, the Beatles Special Collector's Edition, the Beatles 100 Greatest Songs, and the greatest songs from the greatest band of all time, and a still little guide, the Beatles' best tracks ranked by the editors of Rolling Stone and packed with the stories behind the music, includes an introduction by Elvis Costello, special sections on the Beatles' favorite songs, and much more. Here we have songs. It's like kind of like you see on TV, like 100 greatest songs of whatever, or 100 greatest artists of all time. It's like what you see on VH1 sometimes. It's kind of not in good condition, but. Next is the life stories. Beatles, 50 years and counting in music, on film, and live. And, sorry. I can read this. Let's see. Back as well. Another one is, the Beatles, another Beatles life story, 50 most historic moments. And I have another one. It's real big. It's real big. It's called George Harrison Living in the Material World, and it is now an HBO documentary directed by Martin Scorsese, and it is written and by his widow Olivia Harrison, and foreword by Martin Scorsese, and introduction by Paul Felix. And I got this book in New York City, actually, and it's very surprising. It's like the cover. There's like I tried to see the documentary, but you know. There goes. There's like old pictures. You can see it closer. Oh, there are some like song lyrics of his most famous songs, like for example, "My Sweet Lord" and "All Things Must Pass." And there's just sheet lyrics and not like the actual thing. The next one is Treasures of the Beatles, and there's also the back as well. As you can see, most of them are not treasures, are mostly not in here. They're hanging up on my wall in my room, and this is where they keep most of these treasures in this pouch, but I don't have any. So here it is. I will really inside this as well. So my last book is 8 Days a Week, Inside the Beatles' Final World Tour by Robert Whitaker with Marcus Hearn. here's the back. And here's like, this is the last girl before they decided not to tour anymore. Because they spent most of their time. They don't want to spend time with their families as well. And their wives. Okay, moving on to the records. The first record here is Magical Mystery Tour. This is from 1967. Includes Magical Mystery Tour, The Fool on a Hill, Flying. This one has no lyrics. Flying. Blue Jay Way, sung by George. Your Mother Should Know. I Am the Walrus. Hello Goodbye. Strawberry Fields Forever. Penny Lane, Baby You're a Rich Man, and All You Need Is Love. And here's the back, and you open it. There are song lyrics here, and the Beatles in songs and music from their color television film called Magical Mystery Tour. I Am the Walrus. No, you're not. No, you're not. Say by Little Nicola. And here's, and I want to show you that record. Here is the record. I want to record this. Okay, the last one in this part, actually, is Beatles 65. As you can see, my uncle wrote on this. As you can see right here, his lost like 7 Adele Place in Maplewood, New Jersey. And great new hits by John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Songs include I Feel Fine, She's a Woman, No Reply, I'm a Loser, Rock and Roll Music, I'll Follow the Sun, Honey Don't, I'll Be Back, Babies in Black, Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby, and Mr. Moonlight. And here's the back. Their all new album of all new hits. And here's the bottom of like 5 other albums as well. And okay, and here is the record. So yeah, that was it for part 4 of my Beatles collection, and I will see you all in part 5. So bye, peace and love, peace and love.